All right, guys, now that we've bought the property successfully, we're going to get into a topic called asset management, real estate lab. All right, guys, now that we've bought the property successfully, we're going to get into a topic called asset management. And you're going to do this regardless of whether you property manage the property yourself or if you hire third-party management. You're going to do something called asset management. And this is what we like to describe as kind of the back-end side of things. It involves some operational aspects like managing the management company, whether it's your own management company or another, making sure that the management company hits their deadlines, their target rents, renovations are done on time, managing the renovation process, working with the bank after the fact, investor reporting, all the types of things that happen, doing your tax returns, making sure those get done on time, your K-1s get sent out. So that's asset management. It's basically everything that has to do with the property from the ownership side, the general partner side, after you buy the property, excluding day-to-day property management. That's specifically called property management. This is asset management. So we're managing the asset as a whole. We're making sure that, hey, this is the plan we put in place and we're going to go hit it now. And then we're taking care of all the back end financial admin items that come along with owning a property, like the taxes at the end of the year, tax returns, reporting, investor reporting, all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to show you guys a couple of tools that we use, and I'm going to share these with you. The first of which is our asset management plan template. So let's dive into that. So this is an asset management plan template. It's just a PowerPoint. We put this together for every property we buy. And an asset management plan is basically our way of showing the property management company what we want to do with the property. And we detail that. And then at the end, I'm going to show you, we have them sign it. And we do that so that we're on the same page, they're on the same page. Now, things are going to kind of change over time, but we're going to go into the property with a specific plan. We outline who are the key contacts for the property, what's an overview of our plan for the property, what are we doing to the exterior, the interior. Here's our goal to get the NOI up to a certain amount. Here's our business plan. To achieve this, this is what we're going to do. One of the most important parts of this is sharing your rental rates. So we share non-renovated target rents and renovated target rents. So these are the rents we want to go for if we're not going to renovate a unit versus if we're going to actually renovate a unit. These are the rents we want to get. That's one of the most important things, because I see a lot of people get in and they've got a property management company and then they start leasing units and maybe they told them what to lease them for, but they forgot, or it was never written down and sent to them. And so when we send them this, they for sure 100% know you can't miss. These are the renovated target rents you're going to go for. And if you can't get them, let us know why. But at least this is what they're going to have as their baseline for what they're going to go for. And these might change over time, so you might want to update this periodically every couple weeks or every month and send it to them with a new table via email. But that's very important, is sending them the rents to the property management company that you want to hit in a table so that they definitely know what your targets are and there's no miscommunication. Here's a pro forma and operating budget. Part of this comes together with the help of the management company, but this is what I pull from my underwriting, before we buy a property. And so we'll put this in there just so they can kind of see, hey, this is what our budget is. These are the target NOIs. This is what we're trying to hit over time in terms of income and all that. Renovation budget, we'll throw that in there. Even though the management company is not really involved fully with the renovation budget, we're going to at least put it in there so they can see what's going on. A Gantt chart for timing of renovations, and then what are we going to do with our renovations here. And then finally, we have them sign it. We're both on the same page. This is our plan for asset management. We're putting this together. You guys understand it. We understand it. We're all in agreement. This is what we're going to do. Sign it, and then everybody gets a copy of it. So in general, that's what asset management is. We are working with the property. I do weekly calls with the management company when I buy a property. Every Wednesdays are kind of my asset management days. So every Wednesday I get together with the property management companies for all the properties. We get on a weekly call. We talk about the asset. How's it going? Any hiccups with renovations? Anything I can help with? I look at the financials. I make sure that everything's being categorized correctly. That's a big part of asset management is, the accounting and the bookkeeping, making sure that's correct and properly recorded and up to date. Looking at those monthly reports. And then after that, obviously, next video, I'm going to talk a little bit about investor reporting, and then finally managing the renovations a little bit, and construction draw tracking when you work with bridge lenders or construction loans with banks and that type of stuff. So that's generally what asset management is. You guys can hit us up if you want more details about specific parts of the process. But in general, my process is weekly calls with the management company. Every month they send us financials. I review those. I send them this asset management plan so we're all on the same page. I'm constantly looking at the rent roll, seeing what units are coming up, talking with them about pretty much the rent that I want to charge for every unit, right? We send them this rental table that I showed you guys, but we're constantly kind of adjusting that as we go, depending on the feedback we get. So if we're noticing that we're leasing them up really quick, that's why I do weekly calls, because I don't want to go by a month or two and lease up 12 units at these same rates when we could have upped that rate, 50 or $100. So the closer you stay in contact with the management company, the better the property is going to perform, and the better of an asset manager you're going to be. In the end, the property is going to do better as a whole because of that. So asset management is you're babysitting the property and you're taking care of everything that has to do with the property other than day-to-day operations. That's it. I'll catch you guys in the next video.